Hello, welcome to the Opinionistics. I'm your host, John Malone. It's possible that we may have co-hosts joining us, but if not, let's go with the flow. Introducing from Pennsylvania, Kim Langlin.
Hello.
Hello there.
Thanks for having me on the show. How are you doing today?
Well, life's going great.
And that's awesome. Good for you.
Yes, thank you. And how's your life going?
It's rolling right along. I'm keeping busy. As my grandmother used to say, stay busy and stay out of trouble.
Ah, that's a very good saying.
It is.
Oh, yes. So, tell me more about what you kind of do for a living or what you're doing right now, so on and so forth.
Well, let's see. I'm an author and I have my own podcast as well called Let Fear Bounce. And I've been doing that for, well, close to 3 years now. And I've been writing since 2004, but just within the last 3 years, really putting pretty much a full-time effort into it. And so I've had a few books published, and I'm working on one now that hopefully will be finalized and launched out into the world around the end of June. So not too far out. And that book is going to be called Paw Prints on the Couch. And it's stories of people and their pets and how their dogs and cats and horses and what have you have filled their lives up, have enriched their lives. So I'm really excited about this book, and I'm really looking forward to it being launched out into the world.
Sweet. And have you written any more? Have you written any other books besides the one you're about to publish?
Yeah, I have under my name, I have 5 books published. One is a series. It's a faith-based series. It's called When Grace Found Me. And I have another one that was published just this past November called When Hope Found Me. And then, well, this one with Paw Prints on the Couch, that will be my 5th one. But I've also been a co-author in 9 anthologies. So I'm multi-published, but under my own name, with this newest book, that'll be 5 books.
Oh, okay, that's great. One of my co-hosts just joined and then left again.
I
But
saw that. Yeah.
yeah.
maybe
So,
there, maybe there's technical difficulties.
yep, we always have technical difficulties. So, if you have 500 acres of land, what would you use it for?
Oh, it would be a sanctuary for rescue animals.
Ah,
Yeah, it would
okay.
definitely be a sanctuary for animals, dogs, cats, horses, whatever. Um, I would I would just make it a haven for animals that needed a forever home. That's actually a dream of mine.
That's nice. Would you rather have extra fingers or extra toes?
uh Extra fingers, because I think if I had extra toes, they would just make you trip.
Oh, okay. Another co-host, completely different, has joined us. Hello, Eric.
What's up?
Not much. We just got started, and Eric, actually, Risk 11 just joined, but then left again for some reason. Must
Oh,
having yeah.
okay, got you.
So Kim Langling is an author, but also a podcast host. Is there any questions you want to ask her?
Uh, what's your podcast called?
My podcast is called Let Fear Bounce, and I've been doing that for almost 3 years. I've got a little over. I'm closing in on 160 episodes, so it's been really fun. It's been a really fun journey.
Oh, okay, what do you talk about?
Pretty much fears and how people are letting them bounce and how you work through them or overcome them, and because everybody has them. Every person has carried one with them, or they have faced fear at one time or another in their life. So it seems most of my guests, it just happens that I would say 90% of them are authors. And very rarely do we talk about their books. We talk about their journey of why they wanted to write. And a lot of times it's because they had something that they were carrying with them and they needed to face it. So Yeah, it's a fun show, very casual, and I've had some awesome people on. I'm really enjoying that journey.
Ah, got you. All right, that's great to hear.
How long you been doing that podcast for?
Just about 3 years. I started it right at the beginning, 3 years ago. You know, when the world changed. Right at the beginning of the pandemic, I started that. I lost my job and decided that I was no longer interested in helping other people build their dreams. I was going to start building my own. So I started with a podcast and then really dove into my writing and getting books published.
All right then, sounds good.
Yeah, sounds
Good for
great.
you.
Great.
Are there any other books that you plan on writing or in the process of writing besides the book you're yet to publish?
Yeah, I want to do more books along the lines of the one that's going to come out in June, Paw Prints on the Couch. So I have another one just outlined, but it's going to be along the same lines, you know, revolving around pets and rescue pets, particularly for this next book, and you know how they help their humans. You know, so a lot of times I've talked to so many people, and they say, "Yeah, I have a rescue dog or I have a rescue cat." But then they often say, but it was the other way around. They rescued me. You know, because animals are amazing and they're just nothing but love. They're just nothing but balls of love, and that's all they want to do. And how can you not feel, I don't know, a little more peaceful when you've got, you know, a dog or a cat that just wants to, you know, be with you and snuggle up to you and, you know, lick your face and play all the time. It's just they're so calming, and they're pure little souls. And that's why I'm really excited about this book, and that I'm going to be focusing, I think, a lot on that in the future, probably over the next year.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We have a puppy that really loves my mom, and my mom loves her too. She takes her almost everywhere.
Well, yeah, they're part of the family. My dog Dexter, he's a rescue, and he's just a big old goofball, but I love him. And he's a Belgian Malinois Mastiff mix. I got him from the Humane Society. He was very sickly, very skinny. He was found as a stray, and I didn't know what to expect. But he's just, you know, he's nothing. He's nothing but a big old bundle of joy and love. And I couldn't picture my life without having a dog in it.
That's sweet. I like that.
How adorable.
Do you guys have dogs?
Yeah, I have two. Yeah, I have two. My main dog, his name is Courage. You know, named after a cartoon I used to watch, and the second one name is Coco. That's his daughter.
Oh, Courage and Coco.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What kind of dogs are they?
They're both mixed breeds. Like Courage is mixed with a poodle and Pomeranian, and Coco is mixed also with a poodle and Pomeranian, but also with I think she's also part mutt, but yeah, I think she's also part mutt too.
You know, the mixed breeds make the best darn dogs.
They do. And you know, Coco started off as like brown, but her fur changed, and now it's like light blonde.
Awesome.
But, yeah, but like, you know, I think her fur changes depending on the seasons.
Oh yeah, I bet that. Yeah, that happens with a lot of animals or a lot of dogs I've known. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, originally, me and my sister either wanted a dog or a cat, but my parents say no because even we do get it, they'll end up taking care of it themselves. And also, they run around the house, they take a crap everywhere, and they have to take it on walks. Well, that's the dog side of things. But yeah, the only pet my mum ever wanted was like at least a small dog that is small enough to not able to go up the stairs. Because the point that my parents are making is they don't like a pet that's just running about and you're like rah, 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 and yeah, that's what to go for.
I mean, you kind of have to train them not to like do certain stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, definitely. I am all for, as soon as you get a dog, you start training, because ultimately you're the alpha.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's like I started training. I pretty much made it clear when, like, Coco was a puppy that do not poop in my room because she used to do that.
See, I've been very fortunate. My dogs, the ones that I've had, and I was blessed that they were with me for 13 and 14 years. They had nice long lives. They never messed in the house, unless they were really ill or, at the very end of their life and they couldn't control it anymore. But yeah, for me, I get a dog, and all of mine have been rescues. And as soon as I get them, those first 3 days, I take them outside every hour. And then by the 4th day, we stretch it to 2. So it's just slow process. But yeah, it's consistent. And in the long run, a well-behaved dog and well-trained dog is so much more loving because they understand what's expected of them. And to me, I don't know, I'm very firm on training, and I always have big dogs. So if you have a big dog, they absolutely have to be trained no matter what. You have to be able to, with hand gestures or tone of voice, be able to control a large dog.
Well, I have medium dogs. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, hello.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I just didn't hear anything. I just said, like, I have medium dogs.
So to me, those are small. My dogs that I have had average between 85 and 110 pounds. They're big dogs, big boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think if I were to get a big dog, I'd have to get it when it's a puppy.
Yeah.
Then, so so yeah, like pretty much so would be used to me a bit more.
Right.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah, I can understand that. But the dog I have now, he was, like I said, I got him from a rescue, and he was 2 years old. But he's super smart. I mean, he within 3 weeks, even a little less than that, he knew exactly what was expected of him, and he was letting me, those first 2 days, he was letting me know he needed to go out because he was very ill. So he may have had some training before I got him, but I don't know, because they found him as a stray and he was really, really sick. But yeah, dogs are awesome. They fill a spot in your life that nothing else can, really.
Yeah, they definitely do. Like, ain't that the truth?
Yep.
Absolutely.
So before you were an author, and before you were helping people follow their dreams, has there been, like, anything else you wanted to do as, like, a kid or a teenager?
I'm not sure. I don't recall ever really having something, as a little kid. I don't recall thinking, "Oh, I want to be that when I grow up." I just knew that there was some sort of creative something in me. I just didn't know what it was, and it took me quite a while to find it. But yeah, I don't know. Right out of high school, I went into the military, and when I got out of the military, I came home and got married and had my daughter, and that takes a lot of time when you're a wife and a mom, and you don't really have a whole lot of time for your own personal dreams if you had them. Just because your time is very full, raising a family and taking care of a family and working full time and all of that. So yeah, I've always enjoyed reading and writing. I just never really dreamed of doing it. But since 2004, I was given an opportunity to participate as a co-author in a book. And I said, sure. And then since then, I was like, you know what? I could do more of this. So that's what I'm doing.
No, that's great. That's great to hear. Like, that was a really great story. You have any more questions for Jame?
Oh, yes. I do have loads of questions stockpiled.
Bring them on.
All right, then. Do you prefer headphones or earbuds?
Headphones.
Okay. Intriguing, I say.
I prefer either. I prefer either one. I still like the wired ones. I just don't want them to be cheap. That's about it.
I don't like things stuck in my ears.
Like what do you mean? What do you mean stuck in your ears? Like the wireless headphones?
Well, earbuds. I don't like earbuds in my ears.
Oh, okay. Like
They're uncomfortable to me. I don't know. Maybe it's my age. I don't know. I just don't I don't like earbuds in my ears. So I prefer the headphones.
Oh, okay. Like the big headphones with a soft with a
oh yeah, the kind that makes you look like a radio DJ.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, certain earbuds, I'll give you this. Some certain earbuds are uncomfortable. It's like, I have earbuds and it's like, they just won't stay in my ear, so I have to wear a hat to but they are good sounding, but it's like
maybe that's my problem. Maybe I have the wrong kind.
Yeah, maybe. Because there are certain earbuds that are comfortable and will snugly fit in your ears. So yeah, I think it just depends on the headphones and the quality they're made in.
Yeah. Well, like with anything, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, next question. I'm ready.
Okay, this one is from the top of my head. Have you ever thought about a service that gives you Wi-Fi wherever you go, even the most remote of locations? You still get a Wi-Fi connection.
Have I thought of that?
Yeah, a service where you can get Wi-Fi connection wherever you go, no matter how remote the location is.
You know what? I would prefer that there still be places that you are not able to plug in. I know I've been to the mountains before, get a cabin in the mountains for a weekend, and there's no reception anywhere unless you go down in the valley, to the, where the little town is. And it's kind of nice to know that you don't have access to social media or being online, because that sucks up so much of your time. And you can fall into these rabbit holes, and then you look up and it's like 2 hours later and you're like, oh my gosh, I just wasted 2 hours scrolling through crap. So yeah, no, I would not want to have Wi-Fi or be able to be connected anywhere at all. I would love for those remote places to still stay remote and pure, and places that you can go and just relax and breathe and be a regular human.
Yeah, I agree. That's a valid point there.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I probably only scroll on IG for 10 minutes that I'm good. I don't know how people can scroll on Instagram or TikTok for a bunch of hours. Personally, I only scroll for about a couple minutes. Then I'm like, okay, I'm done. Then I do something else.
Yeah. All the people that become like these big influencers and such, but I don't even like that word influencer, because most of those people are just well, they're not influencing me. You're just like, wow, where you are.
Who are they influencing?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like, who are you? And are you educated? Do you have any skills or any knowledge except for dressing up and doing whatever it is that you're doing right now? That is not, and again, it might be my generation. I don't know, but I don't have time for that. It's people are becoming famous for nothing.
That's what I was thinking too. People really are becoming famous for nothing. It's like, it seems to be easier for people to get famous from doing something that I do on a daily basis.
Right. And they just, yeah. But people are following it. They're spending all that time watching and following these people. And it just, I stay away from all of it, because to me, it's like, it's not worth my time. And I'd rather read a book, to be quite honest, than to watch someone in their 20s dancing.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. Even I wouldn't want to watch someone in their 20s. I wouldn't want to watch anyone dancing, to be fair, because it's like Like, bro, what am I getting? What am I getting out of this?
Right. Nothing. That's what I mean. You know, you get nothing out of so much of what's out there right now. It's literally nothing. It's just time wasters. And I'd rather sit on my back porch and read a good book.
Yeah, that does.
Or
That does.
listen to a good podcast, you know?
Honestly, yeah, that does sound relaxing. I have considered, like, doing something like that when I get enough money, just sit on a porch with my chair. It's like I don't know. I have considered that, but I'm from the city, so it would probably take a while for me to adjust.
Ah, you're a city person. See, I'm a country person through and through. I could not survive in a city. I love cities. I love visiting them. But after 3 days, after 3 days, I get anxiety. And I need to get away from all the lights and the noise, and I need to be around green.
Oh, well, I don't live directly in the city. I live in a borough. Like the city is more in Manhattan. I'm in Queens.
I figured you were from New York. I could kind of tell.
Most people say I don't have the accent.
Oh, I hear it. I hear it.
Yeah, so
Oh.
do I.
Well, you're not that far from me then, Eric.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I just tell people, well, I took a lot of speech classes, and that's probably why I sound like this. But most people don't really hear the accent.
I do, but I don't. I do. I noticed it right away. But I hear, like I said, I'm in Pennsylvania, so I'm really not far from you. You're a 7-hour drive away, which I've made numerous times over there. So I hear it more often, probably. Maybe that's why I recognized it.
Yeah, no, that definitely does make sense.
And I could tell where our other host was from too, because he kind of has an accent too.
Yeah, I certainly have the accent.
His accent is stronger than mine. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And you don't sound like you're from Queens either. I think he sounds like he's from over there in England.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Across the big pond.
Oh yeah.
So if you can take back any mistake in your life, what would it be and why?
Wow, that's a good one. Any mistake? I used to think that when something didn't work out, that it was a mistake or it was a failure. And I've learned as I've grown and I've reached a certain age that it was all stepping stones. And I couldn't be where I'm at or be who I am unless I had stepped on those stones or, quite honestly, slipped and fell off of them, took my bumps, took my bruises, put up my big girl panties and just kept on going. So I don't look at things as mistakes because everything that you've gone through has made you into who you are today. And I would hate to look back on my life and think that part of my life was a mistake.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And yeah, I mean, yeah, like I don't see anything wrong with that answer. It's true. Most of your mistakes make you the people we are today. And I think that's a good point. I like that.
Oh, you're welcome. See, with my age comes wisdom.
Definitely.
Do you know someone that works for the bourgeoisie?
The bourgeoisie?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Me neither.
Neither do I.
Oh my God. Trying to throw me off. Me off.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that even a word?
Bourgeoisie.
Is it a real word?
I think it is a word. I've heard it somewhere on YouTube.
Okay. One of you guys has to Google it because I don't know how to spell it. I want to find out what bourgeoisie means.
Hey, I don't know what that means either.
I think it's a French origin for sure.
It sounds French, yeah.
Yeah, certainly.
Something they would say. Okay, I don't know if this is the right spelling, but it's a group of business owners and merchants, which which
Matrix.
consists of the upper class.
Hmm.
Oh, you know what?
Interesting.
That sounds like it might be right.
Yeah.
Bourgeoisie, yeah, the uppity
Oh
people.
yes.
The
Yes.
uppity,
The
the
uppity
one,
people.
the ones that talk like this through their teeth and
Oh
they never
yes.
open
Very
their
good.
mouth.
Jolly good show.
There, yes.
Yes. Very
That,
good.
there you
Very
go.
good.
See? Look how smart we are now. We just all learned something.
Oh yes, we sure did.
Now I'm going to have to use that word, bourgeoisie, more often.
Oh yes. It's
So
stuck in our
thanks.
brains for who knows
Thank you
long.
for that one.
You're welcome.
All right,
What?
throw another question at me. I'm ready.
All right then. What incredibly common thing have you never done?
Incredibly common thing I've never done.
I'll start. I've never eaten tacos before.
You've never eaten tacos and you live in New York?
Wow.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
I'm very picky. I'm slowly starting to
Oh,
eat.
fair enough.
I'm slowly trying new things now that I'm older, because when I was younger, I was extremely picky.
So you probably annoyed the heck out of your parents at dinner time.
No, not really. The only thing I didn't really like was broccoli.
I didn't like broccoli either when I was younger, but now I love it.
I still have not eaten it to this day.
Garlic and butter. Yum, yum, yum.
I also never liked bologna.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Fry it up in a skillet. Fried bologna on toast with ketchup.
I remember one time my mom tried to trick me, when I was younger, but I knew it was bologna in it. And like she said, apparently, according to the teacher, I did not eat anything all that entire day. They tried to feed me crackers, but even I didn't eat that. I only drank juice and yeah.
Didn't touch the bologna. So one thing I guess that's really common that I've never tried is lobster.
Same here.
I don't care for seafood, so I don't eat any seafood or fish of any sort.
Oh, I love seafood. The main seafood I love is shrimp, but I've never tried lobster. I'm gonna try it this summer, because it's like it seems good. It definitely does seem good, so I'm gonna try it.
Well, good for you, because I'm not.
Yeah. I might get a seafood boil. Matter of fact.
Delicioso.
It's expensive, but I'll get it eventually. I think it's
totally
almost
worth it.
I think in New York it's almost like $50. Almost.
$50?
Or 40. I can't remember, but I know it's in that price range. One of those price ranges.
Oh my gosh. That's like a week's worth of shopping where I'm from.
Wow. See, here you can't get anything for $50 for a week's worth of shopping.
That's crazy.
Have gotten so expensive.
Yeah, New York is very expensive.
Oh yeah, and you're even more expensive than where I'm at. I mean, I'm in the country, so typically, rural areas are a little cheaper, but for one person, I used to be able to spend maybe $50 a week. And that's pushing it because I'm just one person. The other day, for 2 weeks worth of groceries, it was $168 for the same stuff that I would buy 6 months ago. That was maybe $70.
Wow!
So everything was
almost
doubled. Everything is almost doubled. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I started doing? I'm making my own soups. I'm making my own bread from scratch. I started doing all that stuff now. And it's better for you.
True.
That's true. Absolutely.
Definitely trying to do more things that are better for me. I'll be honest. I've heard of something called sea moss that's good for the heart and good for the digestive system. I want to try that.
I've not tried that or heard of it, actually. Sea moss. No, I have heard of it. I've just not. I have a rare form of diabetes that I was diagnosed with in the midst of the pandemic about 1.5 years ago. So I've had to totally change how I eat, how I look at food, what I eat. And that's why I'm cooking a lot of things from scratch now, because I know exactly what goes into it. So yeah, it's been a life, had to alter how, well, it was a life change completely, how you look at food, think about it, and eat it. So yeah.
The reason why I want to change certain things in my life, because I'm like, I don't know, when I do eat like some things, I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't be eating too much of this. It's like especially if like, it upsets my stomach too. That, or it's just because I lay down. I have the need to lay down every time I'm done eating. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I've had those times where it's like, wow, why did I just eat so much? And 75% of it was carbs. And then I wonder why I'm tired.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I kind of like eating a lot. I kind of like eating a lot than falling asleep, because it's like, I don't know. If I fall asleep like at a certain time and I wake up at around 1 a.m, I like that, because it's like I'm up. It's peaceful, and I'll probably get certain things done, like some exercise, maybe some reading. I don't know. Yeah.
No, I get that. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but I don't really go to bed early. I go to bed early, but it's like it's not that as often. I'm trying to change that.
And that is all we have for this episode. It was fabulous having you here, Kim, discussing about your upcoming book, your work as podcast host, talking about dogs, living conditions, about shopping weather, and a lot of things. It's been fabulous.
Well, thank you. It was fun talking to both of you guys.
Anytime.
Yeah, anytime.
And until next time, stay opinionated.